Track wrestling here in Las Vegas at Greco-Roman World Team Training Camp with Junior World Champion Kamal Bey. First of all, Kamal, first workout of the day here, first day of training camp. When you come into these, what are things that you like to get out of training camp?
Usually like the first day of training camp, I like to blow up my lungs as much as possible because you have to build up your conditioning for worlds and world championships and whatnot, but you're also trying to push your partner to do the same. So first thing I would say is blow up my lungs, just push myself as hard as I can and let the technique come to me. Don't try to force anything, force a position or anything. Just feel what you feel and wrestle out of it.
When you look back on what's transpired to this point in 2018, how would you characterize how you've performed?
I would say this is my best year of wrestling on the junior and senior level. I think I represented the country as well as I possibly could. Now all that's left to do is just finish out at the World Championships in junior and senior.
When you look at making that jump from dominating the Junior World Championships, I think 61 points you put on the board last year in Finland, to making that step in trying to do the same at the senior level, what are the biggest differences that you're going to encounter? What are things that you might be able to get away with at the junior level that might not work at the senior level, adjustments you have to make?
I would say just positioning, the senior guys are going to be strong, so I was going to be in a good position. On the junior level, I can kind of slack off a little bit. Not too much, though. It's not that big of a jump. I would say the energy level and the patience of the seniors was really going to test me. And as for juniors, it's I'm going to try to do the same thing for juniors and wrestle better than the seniors.
When you look back to U23s, obviously that didn't go the way you had hoped, but when you have those experiences, you learn from them sometimes. What did you take out of that?
After U23s, I took out of it, okay, it's a heavier weight class. You got to know the rules of the weight class. At 77, I can move freely. At 80 kilos, I have to be stronger. I have to develop more strength. I have to develop more patience, Because when I went back and looked at the match, I was like, okay, he just waited for me to make one mistake, and at that jump, he hopped on it, and it was just a great opportunity for him to score.
This team, a lot of new faces on this team. It's an interesting bunch. You got Sam Hazewinkle making his first team at 35, a bunch of young guys. Kuhn coming off the college season and winning the spot at heavyweight. What has this bunch been like to be around thus far?
I'll say I like everybody. Everybody has their own little twist, own little knack to them. Definitely Kuhn, I call him One Direction because when we play soccer, when he starts running, he can only go one direction. Sam Hazewinkle, he's a great guy. He's a lot older than me. I absorb a lot of his knowledge when he just talks to us because we in Oregon we were the three-team captains, me, him, and Kuhn. So I was a great opportunity to be around him and see his perspective of wrestling and how to lead people. Jordan Spieler, he's hilarious. Tracy Hancock, also hilarious. My brother grew up with him and everything. Pat Martinez is like a big brother to me. He takes care of me. And at the OTC, John Jay, we went from having nothing in common to finding out we had a ton of stuff in common. And me and Dalton will know each other forever. So we're just honestly connected. So I say the team overall is this is great to be around. It's more like a family more than anything.
You guys had base camp up in Oregon. What kind of things did you do there?
It's strength and conditioning, just building up the lungs and building up the strength, lifting weights. We had our trainer, Morgan Flaherty. He helped us a lot. I felt like I got extremely big when I was out there and my cardio increased, so that was good for me. Everybody else honestly has their own perspective of it, but I didn't feel like it was negative as much as positive.
You feel like 77's a good spot for you now? Are you fully grown into that weight class, feeling good like you want to?
I feel like 77 is perfect for me. It's not cutting too much weight, just the right amount of weight. And with the new rules that are coming next year, you're having to hold 77 twice. It's a lot easier than having to hold 75 and 74 2 days in a row.